Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Gemini February 1st, 2022. The departure of friends or family could have you down in the dumps today. The best way to avoid the blues in this situation is to phone up local friends and make arrangements to get together with them. Group activities could also be beneficial in this respect. Another possible outlet is use of your own creative talents. Worries over the situation of a lover or close friend who may seem depressed could plague you throughout the day, and yet you may hesitate to contact this person and ask him outright what's wrong, because you won't want to intrude. Nonetheless, you should. All is not as bad as it seems, and your concern will definitely be appreciated. Tonight, get some much-needed rest. You've been working far too hard. Today, you could be invited out on the town. People around you might be ready to party and have a good time. Don't be afraid to join in the fun. You've probably been working too hard this week anyway. You need to relax. Go out for drinks with coworkers at the end of the day. Or join good friends for a nice dinner. You'll feel better if you unwind a bit. Long repressed emotions from your distant past could come to the surface today. They need to be re-examined and then released. Spiritual matters may be very much on your mind. Your studies could cause you to question ideas that you've accepted for years, and this could bother you. Don't let it cause you to abandon your quest, however. Your growth would be better advanced by simply pursuing your studies that much further. Give your children free rein. Do not interfere with their freedom, but discreetly monitor their occupations. A deep bond will do more good than a severe discipline. Today you will enter a zone of turbulence that will push you to act right and wrong. You will feel torn between conflicting impulses which, if you are not careful, may put you in dire straits. Do not indulge in an inclination to extremes, or turn everyone else into an aggressive mood. Whether you're dealing with friends, family, or customers today, you need many breaks. Privacy is kind of a big deal, and if you don't get some, things could be pretty dire later in the day. You are brimming over with creativity and new ideas, and you can't stop talking. As enthusiastic as you are, this still isn't the moment to publicize your new ventures. Today it would be better to get things done, research, and perfect existing projects before venturing forth on others. Do your best to focus your boundless energy on the tasks at hand. Taking care of yourself and your stress levels is very important. While rest and relaxation are methods to do this, getting away and taking your mind off your challenges is another. Sharing some time catching up with friends and family, mixed with a healthy dose of laughter, can do a world of good for you. If this doesn't appeal to you, consider taking in a good comedy flick, or visit the gym to let off some steam. Let this day encourage you. You feel you have more emotional armor on, helping you deal with the battle that is looming large. There's no question about it, somewhere in your world there is a conflict brewing. It may not be obvious, it may not be large, but it is there. Today, however, you are more prepared to deal with things out in the open. You have a larger arsenal of weapons at your side, and your witty, aggressive banter is running at top speed. The moon's return to Aquarius today brings you to the start of some of the most important days of your birthday month and the launch of this new solar year. This begins the lead up to tomorrow's new moon, something that will create an opportunity for new beginnings or a fresh start, but will also see the moon align with both the Sun and Saturn over the coming days. This will be a window into a very real chance to take your power back, to a degree that is rarely the case. The dwarf planet Ceres is crossing the lunar nodes for the first time since they began policing your life balance 12 days ago, and the timing couldn't be better. While this is giving you a better read on your work balance, needs and priorities, it comes just 9 days before Ceres is not only due to return to your romantic sector, but open the doors to a whole new romantic chapter. You tend to be careful when you are out socializing, but tonight you could be feeling some wild energy and could let things get a little out of control. Watch the amount of alcohol that you drink and be careful about driving. Also, if you are tired, don't volunteer to drive people home if they live far away. It might be better for them to camp out on your couch. Action planet Mars, currently in Virgo, aligns with the moon today. As soon as you wake up, you'll jump out of bed and be eager to embrace life at its fullest. Your energy level will be extremely high, urging you to take life by the horns and be open to anything that comes your way. The flip side to this transit is that we may become a little bit more argumentative because we're unwilling to see points of view other than our own. Think about whether or not you want to engage in an argument before you start picking fights with people out of the blue. The Moon and Mars are both in Virgo, so it's advisable to know when to let your temper flare. You might decide that it isn't worth the drama and take a less aggressive approach to matters. The Moon enters Libra tonight, adding order and balance to our emotions. The Moon in Libra asks us to come to an understanding or reconciliation with friends and partners. Peace and love will fill your heart and mind, giving you the push to make good on promises and be kind in the way you choose to express your innermost sentiments. After this morning's fraught vibes, have a chill evening in as you pamper yourself. In the morning, the Virgo new moon opposes Jupiter in Capricorn, making us vulnerable to others' jealousies. In centering conversations around our own experiences, we can come off as showboat. We are entirely naive to this, unable to see ourselves realistically and believing that we are making friends when we are really attracting people who want to see us knocked off our pedestal. We should be mindful of how we are presenting ourselves, as well as the company we are keeping. Perhaps it will be better to put off new introductions until later in the morning, as the moon enters its void following this aspect. We only get one chance to make a first impression, so we might as well hedge our bets. 2.5 hours later, the moon enters Virgo, ending its void of course. Over the next 2 days, our interests lie in organizing, restructuring, and perfecting our routines. Doing so gives us a feeling of emotional satisfaction, as if we are insulating ourselves from the disorganization and clutter of the outside world. The same attitude that enables us to tackle tedious mundane duties and also make us critical of others' choices or predispositions. Aim to stay on your own path and let others live their lives. You'll save more energy this way.